You know what I was seriously wondering? Why is Ohio State so damn soft? I'm seriously asking. You know the term, a finesse team. They're a finesse team. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. They're definitely a finesse team. I mean, think about Ohio State. What's the first thing you think about? C.J. Stroud, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Mecca, Buka, Marvin Harrison Jr., throw the ball, right? Defense was terrible last year. Got ran over by Michigan, on and on and on. So, yeah, I get it. They're a finesse team. But can't you be a finesse team without getting ran over? It's a fair question, honestly. You know what the reality of the situation is, really, with Ohio State? They're just not very good. They're just not very good. Virginia Cavaliers, Oregon State, Beavers, I think. I now have every single Power 5 helmet. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move some stuff around. For the ACC shelf for Virginia, look at the Virginia helmet. They got the V and then, I don't know, whatever that is. Is that just the number 1? I don't know. We're going to have to take this down, unfortunately. We are out of room on the ACC shelf. Actually, you know why we're out of room? It's because I have Notre Dame on the ACC shelf. Y'all let me know. Should I take Notre Dame off the ACC shelf because they're not really ACC? Or should I leave Notre Dame up, in which case I would have to take this down, which, of course, my buddy Coop got me. Yeah, biggest closet Miami Hurricanes fan, Uncle Lou. Should I take the Notre Dame helmet down because they're really not ACC? Or should I take the trophy down? I guess I'll wait on y'all to let me know in the comments. In the meantime, since I already grabbed the trophy, we'll take it down. Now we're going to have to slide all this shit over. You know what? We're still going to have to take Notre Dame down. Fuck it. We're taking Notre Dame down. Notre Dame, you're not in the ACC anyway. You're not even in the ACC. Here you go. Virginia, we'll put you right next to your buddy Virginia Tech. Now I got to slide all this over. You know, the thing with Ohio State's defense is better than last year's. There's no doubt, no question about it. It is better than last year's. But that's just because of Jim Knowles. I guess Notre Dame's going to have to go over to the group of 5. I don't know. Notre Dame's completely irrelevant anyway. Now for Oregon State, that's Pac-12. Gotta take something else down. Let's take, damn. I guess I'm gonna take this down. I don't even know why I had that or why I thought I needed a Georgia Bulldog Fungo Pop. But anyway, we're taking that down. And Oregon State now has a home on the shelf. So that's it. I have every Power 5 team now. SEC, Big Ten, ACC, Pac-12, Big 12, and I even have all 4 new teams for the. I have all 4 new teams for the Big 12. So you see Central Florida, BYU, Houston, and Cincinnati. I don't know what I'm going to do with this Miami Hurricanes trophy, but we'll just put it over here for now. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Ohio State. Yeah. So the thing with Ohio State is, yeah, their defense is better than last year's. But is it better enough? That's the question, right? Because we're watching Ohio State play all these games against terrible teams like Notre Dame and Toledo and Northwestern, who they barely beat, and all these kinds of things. But we're all just looking forward to that Michigan game at the end of the year, right? Can't help it. That's been one of the biggest games of the year since the preseason. I mean, we knew it was going to be a huge game, and as of right now, it looks like both teams are going to be 11-0 and probably ranked in the top 3. So it could be one of the biggest Ohio State-Michigan games of all time. But we've all been looking towards that and going, okay, can they beat Michigan? We all saw the game last year, and Ohio State fans can type till their fingers fall off about wind and snow, but Michigan played in that same wind and snow. The reason Ohio State lost that game was not because of wind and snow. It was because they got pushed around, dominated, and humiliated on the line of scrimmage. Michigan ran all over them, and Ohio State struggled to return the favor. That's why you lost, period. And so far from what I've seen this year, if I'm an Ohio State fan, I'm going to have some of those same worries and concerns heading into the Michigan game this season. Again, I know the defense is better. You bring Jim Knowles in, mostly still the same players. I even said last year, Ohio State's problem is not talent on defense, it's scheme and philosophy. That defensive coordinator was horrible. So yeah, you've got better. But man, I just don't know if you've got what it takes up front to slow down that Michigan ground game to the point of winning that game. And then on the opposite side of the field, or side of the ball, Ohio State's offense is good, and I love C.J. Stroud. I've had Ohio State number one for at least half the year, going all the way back to the preseason. I've had C.J. Stroud at the top of my Heisman list. I love the wide receivers. I think it's the best wide receiver group in the country. I love the running backs when they're healthy. You got to get Travion Henderson back. They have not been impressive this year running the ball to me. They just haven't. Too many games where they have not just struggled, but struggled mightily to run the ball. Against Iowa, they averaged 2 yards a carry. 2. Now, I know Iowa's got a good defense. In fact, they're top 10 against the run. But still, 2 yards a carry? You're not beating Michigan at 2 yards a carry. I don't care what you do through the air throwing the ball. Here's the thing. Everybody that throws the ball sets that up with the run, including Ohio State. Tennessee, same way. Tennessee can air the ball out with Hendon Ho and those wide receivers, and they love to hit the deep shots. They only work when Tennessee's able to run the ball. See last week's Tennessee game as Exhibit A. And that's got to be a concern if you're Ohio State. You had 2 yards per carry against Iowa. The next best defense you've played this year was Penn State, who's ranked somewhere in the 30s against the run. And you only ran the ball for 3 yards a carry against them, like 3.5 or something. So you have really struggled to run the ball this year against any team you've played that has any type of run defense at all. Well, where's Michigan sitting in terms of run defense? You got to scroll all the way up to the top of the list, buddy. They're number 1 in the country against the run. Ohio State is just soft. That's just what it is. I'm not saying Ohio State can't beat Michigan. I'm not saying Ohio State can't win the Big Ten, make the playoffs, and make some noise in the playoffs. But Ohio State is 100% a soft team. They're a finesse team. If Ohio State's going to win it all, they're going to win it by being soft. Is that going to work? I tend to think not. Ohio State needs to toughen up. That's just my honest opinion. They're a soft team. They trot 5 boxes of Kleenex out onto the line of scrimmage and call it an offensive line. You know, teams tend to take on the personality of their head coach. Georgia, for example. Kirby Smart, a very fiery, passionate, emotional guy. And you see that on the field when UJ plays, particularly on defense. Kirby's a defensive guy, right? Well, Ryan Day is soft. Ryan Day is soft. You know what? Ryan Day is a passing game coordinator that has somehow become a head coach. He inherited one of the most loaded teams in the country, Ohio State. This guy can't win a title? No, I don't think anybody in the country's done less with more than Ryan Day. Now, yeah, he only loses 1 or 2 games a year, but where's the natty that Ohio State fans love to brag about? I mean, you do have 2 national titles this century, so I'll give you credit for that. But the problem is, the last one was way back in, 2014, 2015? That's not helping you today. And the one back in 2002 or whatever it was, damn sure ain't helping you. Ohio State's got to toughen up in the trenches, on the lines of scrimmage. I think the talent is there at Ohio State on the offensive line and the defensive front. So what is the problem? It's mentality. It's philosophy. It's a finesse version of football. That's what it is. It's soft. Almost forgot about that second package. Let's take a look and see what we have here in package number 2. Shout out to everybody that's ever sent me a mini helmet, by the way. Now, I have bought a lot of these. In fact, I bought those last 2 that I just put up on the wall. But I've probably only bought about half the mini helmets that I own. I've probably only bought about half. Let's back this up some. The rest of them has just been sent to me. So I've been collecting these mini helmets for, I guess, about 2 or 3 years. 3 years now, right? Well, no. COVID years when I started collecting them, 2020. So I've been collecting them just over 2 years now. I now have the entire Power 5. And a lot of that is thanks to a lot of you who have sent me some over the years. And we got a ton of group of 5. I've got every Ivy League school there on the windowsill. Those are all group of 5 helmets down on the floor there. Got some more up here. These are, God, I don't know, can you even see? That's all the service academies there. So let's see, Coast Guard, Navy, Army, Air Force, Black Georgia helmet. Those are all, well, that's Black Georgia helmet, Georgia State, and then Georgia Southern over there too. But anyway, so shout out to everybody who's ever taken the time to send me a helmet, man. I like collecting these helmets. It's a nice collection to have. Anyway, let's see what's in package number 2. Oh, this is good. This is good. Now, y'all will like this, I think. Tennessee was ranked number 1 for 1 week. 1 week in November. Oh, man. Get them while they're hot. Link in description. Have a great day.